Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today we're making another character from EchoVeil, this time a survivor. And yes, what is EchoVeil? Are you new? Well, it is a first-person parkour asymmetrical horror game that has a story mode in between, releasing to Roblox sometime. Of course, if you want to know more information, please go check out the Discord server below. I really like the animation on this one. This one's very, very cool. Anyways, sit back and relax and grab some snacks and enjoy the video. Okay. I know I just talked about the intro and all this stuff like that, but let's get you some context about who the heck am I creating in the background here. Well, it is a survivor and it is an orc from what I understand. This orc has been through heck, okay, with a strong age. Literally born, his father vanished, and his mother was sadly slain by raiding orcs who despise her. Luckily, he was able to join an adventuring party. And with his sheer strength and stubbornness, he fought demonic evils throughout the land. Sadly, he died in a battle against a devil. His life was spared, but sadly, he was exiled into purgatory, which is how he ended up in EchoVeil. He also has seems like a lot of magic. I don't know, his eyes are glowing, so it seems like he's pretty magical. And he has a magical freaking axe that you will see later helps him turn into a second form. If you want more detail, you would probably have to go to the Discord server itself and go to character description. This is where I'm getting all the information. Okay, so before we get into all the craziness, I did want to mention that I am stepping back from the EchoVeil team for now. This will be the last video on EchoVeil. Of course, that can change in the future as more content gets added, and I might come back to make more characters in the near future. But I'm not leaving because of some type of controversy, secret controversy. The Sunwave situation is crazy. No, it's literally I am just overworking myself. I decided to have 3 jobs all at once, and that's not a good idea, okay? Having 3 jobs at the same time is not a great idea. But still, the EchoVeil developer team has been amazing. Honestly, the best experience I've had with a developer team ever. So I still encourage you guys, definitely please check out the Discord server and chat with the developer team, chat with the community, because your guys' support makes them determined to keep on going. Anyways, now on to the freaking video, finally, after me talking and explaining everything. We're working on Orblex, blah, 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 blah. I can't say their name. I don't think I've actually practiced saying their name. I went and like practiced saying devotion the last time. I was like, okay, devotion, and then this time I'm just like, So this one we're doing a pretty tough fighter. This guy has some trauma, my lord. Of course, I probably will do a either dramatic reading or just a oversimplification of who this character is. You guys can get an idea of who the heck this guy's story is. Oh goodness. This is gonna be pretty crazy though. There we go. I've already started a lot. I've gotten mainly the main mesh done. Of course, if you go and look at the character, he is not textured at all. The funny thing is that I'm pretty much making technically 2 characters in one. See? He's an armored variant and a non-armor variant that I'm going to create. And that's great. That's fine. That's cool. Honestly, pretty exciting. But I wanted to get started on one design before I get started on the other one. I probably will show some like footage in the back while I'm explaining this of like me actually editing it and fixing it up and stuff like that. Oh, and I still need to add the little belt detail, I guess. But wait, what's wrong with why is that so small? I have no idea why that's so small. Whatever, that was a little bit glitched, but I fixed it, so yip hooray. But I was definitely having some weird problems. I am This is pretty much 2 characters into 1, which is kind of crazy. So luckily I definitely need to like, luckily I've already started. So it's not gonna take as long as I hope. I hope.
Early 3, I played like these 3.
Whoa. It's not gonna take as long as I think it might, but we will see. Let me start on the belt, this little belt buckle. Little belt buckle. Oh, I need to flip it around. Okay, now I just need to optimize it. That's pretty much a lot of this freaking, like everything that's typically in this, like everything that takes the most time is just optimizing. That's what the problem is that optimizing it is the problem. I know this is just completely unrelated, but the Lego Indiegogo, the Weekend Whip, just started to play, and I love it. I'm so happy. This is my childhood right here, bro. It's my child. And it's crazy because it's. Do you know what's even crazier than just Lego Indiegogo in general? The fact that it's still running. My God, dude. You know how old Lego Indiegogo is? I'll put it on the screen here. I watched it when it first came out, when it was first coming out. So it's just crazy to me that's still freaking popular and still coming out with stuff. Okay, so now time just to do the texturing part. This should be decently straightforward, but we will see. I always say that. We'll see, you know, it'll be decently straightforward, and it never is. So we'll see. Okay, so this is all of him in his base texture.
What's that?
Now, of course, I'm gonna recolor this because, oh my God, this looks disgusting. But this is definitely going to be interesting. I'm gonna definitely recolor it. But you can see, I put metals where it needs to be. Metal here. I put the leather here. I put him having like really realistic skin texture too. You can see the veins and stuff. That's gonna be pretty funky to do. Again, I should mention this here. Disclaimer. Most of these textures will probably most of them he will not look like this in the game. Most likely, he'll maybe look similar, but not the exact same. So he'll definitely most likely look just like this guy, like his normal way. I just always do I kind of do my own style. So, anyways, let's get to coloring. Yep, looking much better, right? Look a lot. Very good, very, very good in my little art style. I definitely came out a lot better than I thought, though. Of course, I'm gonna add all the little detail like the hair and the scarring and stuff. I still need to add the piece and all of that stuff. Now to add a lot. To add a lot. Okay, so after lots and lots of texturing and messing around with this character, I finally got to this. Definitely a lot better than I thought it was going to look like. I don't know what it was like, but the scarring looks great, the hair looks great, just everything. You can even see the veins across the face. So much detail these textures have. Now it's on to the armored variant. The only thing that seems like it, like, of course the armor's majorly changed, but everything else is pretty similar. The face is honestly very similar. He just is more angry. Looks a lot more happy and relaxed here. But he is angry here. He is not messing around, so. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk over all of this because my recording software, apparently, I guess my microphone decided just to, I don't know, we can have a seizure and not record. Anyways, pretty much what's happening in the background here is I am editing the armor, adding all the effects, adding all of the textures. Honestly, this armor was really straightforward compared to a lot of the trial and error of the first model. And I honestly think that's mainly because I had like a really good base to go off of. So I still had like, I pretty much had the face already done. I just had to edit a little bit of it. So really nothing too hard, nothing too complex here. Just trying to keep it kind of optimized. Just trying to make sure, you know, keeps the shape and all that good stuff. Really, really straightforward, to be honest. Now let's get to the animation because, for some apparent reason, my microphone didn't want to record, so I like lost like 2 to 3 or 4 hours of footage. So I'm gonna hit something. I don't know. I'm gonna do something. You know, what guys know what's gonna happen. I wanna do something. I'm prepared to do. This is my 3rd time recording this. If I get interrupted, oh my god, I'm gonna do something. Okay. So we got him jumping between the trees onto this, and then him here, and he lands hero pose. Then boom, hit the ground. Boom, hit the ground. Then a big wind up, and then he hits the ground super hard there. Now what happens there? Weird stuff, but this is what it looks like visually, just so you get an idea, texture-wise. What it looks like. He's gonna wind up, hit the ground, explode, and then boom, vortex. So boom, vortex. As it happened, I'm doing VFX. I'm gonna try it out. I want to try it out. Yes, is it late? Yes, is it random time? I don't think I care. It might be hard for me, but I'm gonna do it. Anyways, as he slams the ground, this VFX portal is going to show and then dissipate a bit later. And then what will be shown after is this guy, his armored form, and then he's gonna be like rah, and then boom, epic pose, and that's it. That's the animation. Very weird to describe, but it's necessary to show you this because it's a headache right now. Very big headache. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm not annoyed. Okay, you know that whole entire mess of me trying to explain, oh, it's that. It's okay. I'll show you this. It worked. My computer was lagging. I just had to restart it. It's beautiful now. Watch. We got him. Land. Boom. Smash. Smash. Smash! Woo! Hey, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. I think that's my first time doing VFX too, by the way. I've never done that. But I think it's pretty good. Again, this is not even with all the extra composing, lighting, and all stuff like that on top of it. So it's gonna even look even better with lighting and stuff. So yeah, this is cool. This is cool. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding the in-betweens and all the Gucci stuff. Okay, so I cleaned up the animation out of it. I think it's looking pretty alright. Again, I'm not in love with it, but I'm doing alright. I'm like, there's definitely things I can fix up, but because of my limited time, it's not gonna be perfect, but that's okay. You know, we gotta deal. I know what I can fix. Doing these challenges each week is like really helpful to see how like what I need to do, what I can't do, you know. You got him jumping, boom, lay on the ground, smack, 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 woo, and there we go. That's the animation. I think that's pretty cool. I gotta add, of course, the lighting and the effects and stuff like that to make it look real nice. But otherwise, this is definitely the animation. I'm very happy. Definitely because I did this just today. This in a day. Of course, normal Sunraves thing to do just in the day. I don't know why I do that to myself, but it's okay. I gotta figure out how to like optimize the best amount of time to do all this crappy duty. This is absurd thing to do. I should not be doing this in the day. Whatever. Anyways, that's pretty much it. It is time for the beauty shots.
Oh boy, you're in for it now.
Thank you guys all so much for watching the video. This is pretty much the outro card, but I will talk about some of the struggles. This video was really hard to make. It wasn't even because the model was hard. It was literally just because life, finals, everything is absurd. Luckily, it's a summer right now for me, so I'm gonna have a lot of time to be able to focus on this. Of course, if my family lets me. My family's crazy, and sometimes, you gotta just help out your family. Anyways, you all have a wonderful night, morning, or afternoon, and peace out.